see the cosmetology industry improve as a client since I have PTSD from all the hair trauma that I have recently experienced and also in the past. So I want to speak on this and being able to compare the bad stylist to the good stylist that I've had of some things that I thought were very helpful as a client being in the chair, the things that I felt were very helpful and that made the communication process smoother, which I feel like it's vital to communicate. And I would like to see a more trauma informed practice and way of practicing. I would like, to see more cultural sensitivity, especially when working with people of color, working with curly hair. I would like to see more cultural sensitivity. But one of the things that I really vibed with well were the stylists that they always before they cut they say, hey, this is where I'm gonna cut, this is where I'm gonna cut, and then they show you like where exactly it is, like, is this okay? So I think that that should be a vital part of basically like the 101, or the the most ethical way to go about it. And I do feel like the stylist should be required to make sure that consent is there all throughout the process. And if anything is going to, if anything is gonna change throughout the process of what was agreed to of how many inches, there should be a consent practice around that. So that's what I would like to see. I think that will also, help with, uh, the cultural significance that a lot of cultures hold around hair. Um, but I do feel like they should show you in your hair where they're going to cut before they just start cutting. So I've had many stylists, when I went to them, that's what they did. So I knew exactly where they were cutting. So that's very important to me. I feel like that would be a positive thing I would like to see. And also another thing that has been helpful of, stylists will say, do you want to keep your color instead of just cutting someone's color off? They should ask, would you actually like to keep your color? They should ask, do you want medium hair? Do you want short hair? Do you want to keep your long hair before they just start cutting? So those are two more ways that there can be improvements, asking someone what are their expectations for what their hair color would be. Like, this should be super basic stuff that I feel like it should not even take a cosmetologist to know. It's like, you know, customer service. I'm also talking about customer service. Where's the customer service? This should be very like basic how to style things. The consult the consult should be at least 15 minutes. It really should, because if that is where the issue is lying, of not getting to know someone's expectations of like, hey, this is going to be a drastic change. Do you want this? No, I don't want a drastic change. So, like I said, before anybody starts cutting, they should say, hey, I'm going to cut up to here or to here or to here to here. And I feel like that should be required. I mean, at this point, I've heard so many other people that had bad stories and bad salon experiences as well. So I would welcome this change. I do believe it would help other people from experiencing what I had to experience. And like, I've had nightmares. Like, I've been having like nightmares about my hair. I can't sleep. Like, it's really affecting me. Like, I'm just been staying to myself. But you know, this has been just very traumatic. And yeah, having to go to therapy. So it's a lot. But these are, like I said, some improvements I would like to see. I think that these could be helpful. It's definitely at least something that I can suggest of what, you know, hopefully someone will find this helpful. And, you know, thinking about making the cosmetology industry ethical, and, you know, so consumers and people can receive cosmetology services with some sense of dignity, with good customer service. And, you know, I feel like this is something like the cosmetology board would definitely be interested in. You know, I'm sure this has like come up in the past, but as far as like the regulation of hair cutting and increasing the inclusiveness of it, and, you know, diversity and inclusion, you know, how can we improve that? So this has really got me thinking of the bigger picture of what I feel like would hopefully help the community. So thank you everybody for watching, and have a good day.